Hello, welcome back to the channel. We've been away for a couple of weeks, I know that, and yeah, thanks for bearing with us. So Anthony and myself, we've been away to Gran Canaria, and hello Sebastian. We had 10 days there. We've never needed a holiday as much as that one after all the stress and trauma of the breach at Whitchurch on the 22nd of December and organising that GoFundMe. Yeah, and trying to keep up with videos and comments. It was incredible. And we want to say a massive thank you again to everybody that sent us well wishes, bought us coffees, subscribed to the channel. Every one of you, thank you so much. We're really humbled by it, and I think that's what kept us going, to be honest. So thanks again for your lovely comments. And just to let you know that the GoFundMe reached just over £101,000. We had other donations from the Boating Association, from the Old Town Vaults in Whitchurch itself, and from another person whose name I'll put across here, who raised over £600 as well through his own GoFundMe. So all that money has now been distributed to the 3 boaters that were most affected by the breach. And I know some people got in touch saying, can we give some of that money to the Canal River Trust or to other boaters affected or to people who are trapped and want to be lifted out? We couldn't do that legally because the GoFundMe was set up for those 3 boaters and we couldn't deviate from that plan. But a massive thank you again to everybody that donated. So we've been in constant contact with Paul of Pacemaker, with Fleck and Anita of Ganymede, and Bob and Rosemary of Sefton, and we're still not sure whether Bob's boat has been written off yet. We know the 3 boats are refloating, and yeah, we'll talk more about that in a second. We've come back very refreshed from the holiday. We had a fantastic time, and Sebastian was very well looked after by Phil. A massive thanks for looking after Sebastian. He was so pleased to see us when we got back. Now, going back to the breach. So you've probably seen there's been lots of videos, mostly drone videos out there, showing you the boats being recovered and lifted back in the water. And we know that Paul's boat, Ganymede, was lifted out yesterday at ABC Marina. It was lifted out onto the back of a lorry and it's been taken to Audlem to get a full survey done. So best of luck to Paul and his partner.
These were the scenes we were greeted with at first light on the 22nd of December. The rescue teams were incredible, and Paul's boat Pacemaker was winched safely towards the lift bridge to stop it falling over the edge of the breach. 3 weeks later, the crews are hoping to get Pacemaker refloated. This happened while we were away, so we want to say a massive thank you to Kieran from Kieran and Lottie Photography for allowing us to use these videos. There were a lot of rumours and speculation flying around that a Chinook helicopter was going to lift the boats out of the breach. Well, these boats weigh around 17 to 20 tonnes each, and we believe the maximum a Chinook can carry is 12 tonnes. Paul's boat Pacemaker is very carefully being winched towards the Porter Dam into what's going to be a temporary holding pond. I know we've said this many times, but the Canal and River Trust, River and Canal Rescue, the engineers and the emergency services have just been incredible. The day Pacemaker was refloated coincided with the GoFundMe being shared between the 3 boaters. And Paul told us that he's so relieved he can now get his boat lifted out, inspected, batteries replaced and any work that needs doing to be carried out. Well, the lift bridge has been lowered, as you can see, and they've built another porter dam behind the lift bridge, which has basically made this into a holding pond for Paul's boat. Once the boat's refloated, the porter dam towards Whitchurch Marina can be removed, and Pacemaker is going to make the short journey up to the marina. Pacemaker's now out of the water and going to be craned over onto this lorry. Once it's loaded onto the lorry, it's going to make the short journey to Overwater Marina in Audlem to have the inspections carried out. This has got to be such a massive relief for Paul and his partner. I know speaking to them, they just want their lives to get back to normal and get back on the water. So what's going to happen to the other 2 boats caught in the breach? Well, Sefton and Ganymede are on the Grinley Brook side, and 2 days after this was filmed, a ramp was built and those 2 boats were dragged to safety and refloated. This whole operation has been a lot quicker than we thought, but obviously all 3 boats now have to be inspected and checked for safety.
Well, it's so good to see those 3 boats being recovered, and best of luck to the 3 boaters. We know that they're so thankful as well to the GoFundMe. So yeah, again, thanks everybody. Well, enjoy this week's video and we shall see you at the end.
On our last vlog, we made the journey from Whitchurch up to the Prees Arm, and we plan to stay here for about a week. The Prees Arm is one of our favourite mooring locations, and it's located midway between Whitchurch and Ellesmere on the Welsh border. There's a really nice walk towards Whitchurch Marina and a cafe there, and there's a nature reserve close by, and you also get the starling murmurations at this time of year. It gets dark around 4:30 at this time of year, and this is the ideal time to catch up on my artwork and get some of my commissions finished. I was really happy how this one turned out, and this lovely cat is Louis. The plan the next day is to reverse up the Prees Arm and head down the Llangollen towards Bettisfield, where we can fill with water and then carry on past Blakemere and all the way to the services at Ellesmere and hopefully find a mooring. So rather than take our 2 narrowboats through 2 lift bridges towards Whitchurch Marina, then turn around and come back through 3 lift bridges, we thought it would be easier just to reverse. We're travelling with our mate Phil on his narrowboat today, and this whole process took about 20 odd minutes, but it still saved a lot of time. What a beautiful day and a beautiful stretch of canal. No wonder we keep coming back.
The sun is beautiful, but it's very low today, isn't it?
It's really low.
How do we feel after living on a narrowboat for 5 years? Do we regret selling a house and moving onto a boat?
No, absolutely not.
No.
It's personally, I just like that adventure. I just feel like we're on one big adventure.
Yeah. I wouldn't say... Yeah, it is almost like you're on holiday all the time. When you're not working and you can get out and have a cruise, how much would it cost to hire a boat and do that all year round? It's... Yeah, we just love this lifestyle. And I think for us personally, because we vlog, it's opened up so many opportunities and we've met so many amazing people and had all those messages of support. That's a real big bonus, isn't it, to do it?
Yeah, I think what's really nice is that we love the lifestyle, and it's obvious that you guys love to see the lifestyle too.
Yes.
It is very unique. It's very special.
Yes.
And you know, I think it'd be a shame if the canals went in such disrepair that this wouldn't be available to people. It's just absolutely beautiful.
From the Prees Arm to Ellesmere is 6 miles and should take about 3.5 hours. We've no more lift bridges and we've no more locks. What a relief. We decided not to stop at Bettisfield for water because we can just go to the services at Ellesmere. We've got to get rid of our rubbish anyway, so we may as well fill with water there. We're also hoping to come across the fuel boat Chamberlain so we can fill with diesel. We usually carry on up towards Llangollen Basin, and this is what we've done for the last 4 winters. The only reason we're not doing it this year is because we always have to race up and then race back off again before the winter closures. and because we're picking up a new boat, hopefully around February-March time, we need to get off the Llangollen Canal. That's the plan before the closures at Croisley Lock.
This is one of our favourite moorings, Blakemere. We had a beautiful time here last year, didn't we, in the winter?
Yeah, it almost looks like you're abroad. It looks like Canada. When you look across and you see all the trees lit up. Certainly this time of year, we haven't visited it any other time, have we? So
Yeah.
it's always this time.
And then last year, it snowed. It was just magical. So we've never stopped here yet with Sebastian. We're hoping to do that on the way back. We're not doing the whole of the Llangollen Canal this year because we've got to get back for our new boat before the closures in January at Croisley Lock. So the plan is to get to Ellesmere, spend a couple of weeks and turn around and just take our time going back. Maybe Christmas in Whitchurch and New Year at Rembury.
Yeah, I think that's the plan. Obviously, it has to be loose. All plans on the canals have to be loose.
And we have to spend about we're hoping to spend 5 days, up to a week at Blakemere, aren't we? On the way back.
Yeah, we'll do it so it coincides with me not working.
This is Ellesmere Tunnel and it's just about 79 metres long, but we still put on our navigation lights to warn other boaters in case they're coming into the tunnel too.
Do you remember the bigger stuff that actually get through?
Yeah, we really struggled the first time we came through here because you've got the flow of water coming from the River Dee down towards you, and it narrows through the bridges and the tunnels, and it really does slow down your narrowboat. It's a really nice walk from Ellesmere Tunnel all the way to Ellesmere town itself. It probably takes about half an hour. And there is a free car park just on top of the tunnel. Straight ahead of us under that little footbridge is the Ellesmere Arm and the town centre. We're turning left here for the services and then we're going to try and find a mooring for the night.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, we can get them. Oh no, I can get both. Hang on, mate. Okay.
Just pulled up to get water, get rid of our rubbish. Sven's appeared. That's amazing. We ordered our fuel about a week ago on the Chamberlain fuel boat, so a lifesaver. Thanks, Sven. And we found this mooring right opposite the junction. There's still plenty of room for boats to turn. And look at that view out of the window. Overnight the temperatures dropped and we're greeted with this. We both love beautiful frosty mornings, but the arm's actually starting to freeze over. It's nearly December and yet the colours on the trees are just incredible. Phil's moored just around the corner opposite the services and Sebastian's very keen to get a treat.
Sit down. Give your parcel.
This is definitely our favourite mooring spot at Ellesmere. Just look at that view. And that's another commission finished just in time. We wake up the next day to this, and the fog didn't lift for the whole day, but it's beautiful nonetheless. That's friends of ours popping over to the water point just before dark. They're hoping to get their mooring back in front of us because it is a beautiful spot.
How nice does that look? Smells delicious as well.
We've had a lovely week here at Ellesmere, but we're heading over to Blakemere.
You fill the sink?
Yeah, sink's full. Just getting some bags and stuff for the rubbish.
Have you had your shower?
I've just not
Yeah.
finished doing my hair yet, but yeah.
You nosy, Sebastian.
Get some of you.
Well, as you've just seen, we've just left Ellesmere. We had a lovely time there, didn't we?
Yeah, it's always sad. I really like Ellesmere. It's a nice little place. It's got loads of like stuff that boaters would need, like laundrette. It's got pubs, it's got cafes.
Yeah.
It's got a lot going for it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Really nice art shop.
Supermarket.
Yeah, supermarket.
Yeah. The cafe, Moolah, is lovely. The Black Lion's now open again, which is lovely to see. And they've done a cracking job of the refurbishment, haven't they?
Yeah,
It's
they've
lovely,
got
isn't it?
real fire in as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
real
nice.
nice.
Yeah. And they do a nice flat white coffee in there.
They do.
We've not drank anything while we've been in Ellesmere. It's unheard
What
of.
day are we on?
Well, it's 3 weeks.
Sunday, is it? It's just over 1 day over 3 weeks of no alcohol.
Yes.
We're not going teetotal, but we just thought we'd have a little, we're trying to lose a bit of weight and empty calories, so.
Yes. Okay.
Right.
Right, we're just getting to the tunnel, so I need to put the
Navigation lights on. Yeah.
It's a beautiful day, as you can see. This is the best day of the week to be cruising. It looks like rubbish pants weather for the rest of the week. Boo!
Yeah. Well, I think everyone else had the same idea. That's why there's a bit of a gridlock at the water point. Luckily, we were there first, so.
It's funny, but I wasn't actually looking forward to spending time in Ellesmere. Last year was very different for us. I was off doing magic shows every other day, and our throttle broke, and we had to sit on the concrete with our boat for 3 weeks. This time has been a totally different experience, and we fell in love with the area. But this is what we've both been looking forward to, and we can't wait for Sebastian to explore.
No. No, what you really need to do is.
A few leaves landed on the skylight and the solar, so I need to get all them brushed off.
We really miss our last dog Dexter. He was nearly 17. And we can't believe that in just 1 week, Sebastian is going to be a year old. We've had a real mixed bag of weather, as we like to say in the UK, but things are about to change and we weren't expecting this.
We're sat here trying to relax and watch a film, and then this storm's come from nowhere. The boat's blowing around, there's trees hitting the roof of the boat because they're lashing down that fast. I think we're going to have to move the boat. I don't want to move in this.
Can't believe this is wild. This wasn't forecast at all. Well, we didn't move the boat because the whole stretch along here is surrounded by trees, but the next day we're on the move again, and look at this.
The amount of near crashes I've had into the side while trying to set the camera up. Right, hello. Anthony's not well, he's staying in bed. He's been up all night feeling sick. I felt ill yesterday, but I feel okay today. A lot better anyway. It's a beautiful day, as you can see. And we're just leaving Blakemere. We've had a week here and it's been incredible. The weather's been very mixed. My favourite days were the frosty days. We've had a lot of rain, and yesterday was horrific. I thought we were going to have to move the boat because the tree was like the one thing will of Harry Potter, bashing the roof. And looking at that tree behind you, you won't believe it would do that. And those storms came from nowhere. Anyway, I hope you're well. Just a short cruise today, a couple of hours. We've got to stop the water, and we're going to moor at the end of the cruise. I think Sebastian's happy to be cruising again.
It's a shame this fallen tree hasn't been cut right back to the bank, because no boats can moor along here because nobody can pass, which gives you about 80 metres of Armco that you can't actually moor on. That little door built into the bridge stores stop planks, and these can be lowered into the water under the bridge to dam the canal flow off in case there's a breach.
Well, Canal plan said this was going to be a 2-hour cruise, and I thought it can't be because it's 6 miles. I mean, you don't do 6 miles an hour. Canal. But we filled with water. We met loads of boaters that we knew. So nice to see them. They're heading up to the basin for Christmas. Phil's in front of us, and we've got about another half an hour to go before we moor up at the end of the pre-zone. It's a good job we set off when we did, because it's going to be dark. I can see the sun setting. It's very low behind the clouds.
And we're back before dark. If you turn left here, that takes you to Whitchurch, but we're going to turn right here and moor at the end of the Prees Arm.
Well, you said 2 hours, didn't it?
Well, I knew it'd be longer than that.
I thought that. Well, we're here, we made it. It feels so nice to be back. And what a beautiful evening again. And Phil has found some nappy pins, which is what we need to moor here.
Anthony's still not feeling great, so he's lay out on the sofa. Phil's sweeping all the leaves off the roof. Isn't he good? And you can see why we need those nappy pins to moor up. There's no Armco and you can't get pins in.
No. Well, that's it. We've got all the leaves off the roof of the boat. Big thanks to Phil for helping us to moor up and finding those nappy pins. We're going to go inside now and get I don't know, settle in front of the TV, I think. Have a cosy night in.
Let go, sit.
Sebastian thinks he's in the circus.
Up, 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 up. Good boy, good boy. Up,
Feels like Charlie Caroli.
Oh, mind your head.
Like a double at you two.
Oh, Charlie Caroli. Look at that. Look at that. Walks better than you, Paul, on two legs.
And Anthony.
Especially when he's had a drink. Up. Good boy.
Well, thanks for watching. We really hope you enjoyed that look back between November and December, just before the Whitchurch breach. And next video that we show would be from Whitchurch to Grinley Brook and then to Rembury, and then we're going to catch up. That's the danger of having a few weeks off, having a holiday, and all the videos that we released. I think 5 videos in total around the breach itself. But we hope you enjoy these videos, and we're very excited about this year. We've got our new boat in build. We've been sent photographs and updates. We're hoping around March time the boat should be ready. So this boat that we're currently on, Morning Star, is going to be taken over to King's Lock at Middlewich, and that's why we're hanging around this area. And then it's going to be lifted out of the water to have some final work done on it and to be repainted and re-blacked. And we're hoping that it's a smooth transition from this boat to our new boat, but only time will tell. Well, we hope you've enjoyed watching these videos. Thanks again for your support. It's incredible. Thank you to everyone that's bought us a coffee, and all our new channel members and our new patrons. We're really grateful. If you've not already subscribed, please do. It's totally free. It really helps us out. Give this video a like if you've enjoyed it, and keep your comments coming. See you next Friday.